The Society of Antiquaries of Newcastle upon Tyne have held now for the nation a very large number of items of Roman military equipment in their extensive collections, now cared for in the Great North Museum here in Newcastle. Many of those pieces of military equipment have actually been formative in our understanding of how the Roman army looked, how it dressed. And the museum here displays in two reconstructions a classic manifestation of how we see Roman soldiers and one that demonstrates what we see as a key distinction between legionary or citizen soldiers and auxiliary soldiers, that is, soldiers serving in units that allow non-citizens into their ranks. And the two figures here are dressed as we believe soldiers would have been dressed in the late 1st, in the case of the figure on my left, and early 2nd century. But the contrast here is deeper. Our figure on the left is actually representing a legionary soldier. It's a classic and probably to many viewers familiar image of the legionary soldier, characterised by lorica segmentata, this plate armour, a curved shield or scutum, and a weighted javelin or pilum. He also has a gladius, frequently referred to as a short sword, here on his right hip. He contrasts with the auxiliary figure who has a flat shield or clipeus, a coat of lorica hamata or mail, and a spear or hasta. And that contrast is a contrast that I think probably did hold true for troop types in the 1st and 2nd century. Probably by the 3rd century it was starting to become less significant. When we look at these two figures, therefore, they represent a material manifestation of status ideas in Roman society, the important distinction between citizen and non-citizen, something that runs throughout Roman society, but also even onto the battlefield itself. There are other points of detail that we could explore further in terms of our study of Roman military equipment, but for the moment, and as we go forward in this course, I hope that served to underscore the difference between the equipment used by legionary soldiers and auxiliary soldiers in the 1st and 2nd centuries AD.